Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State, going to great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for an easy beer-battered sweet Texas onion ring recipe that you can make at home.
I can't believe I made that. It's delicious.
Plus, we head to Castle Hills for Ukrainian pierogi, borscht, and European dumplings.
Well, I found my new favorite spot here in San Antonio. This is good food.
And we check out some delicious classic smash burgers in downtown San Antonio.
That's incredible, man. Woo!
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. Our first stop on today's show is north of San Antonio in Castle Hills to check out a Latin fusion restaurant that's serving up some great bites. Owner and chef Brian Rojas grew up in Colombia and developed his passion for the culinary arts in Miami. He's had brief stops across the nation, and now he's settled into Billy Eatery, serving up a variety of Latin fusion dishes.
So I wanted to go back to the arepas. You know, the braised beef, the salsas, the spices, that's really what I wanted to bring.
Now, if you're talking about being extra hungry, you got a bowl right in the middle. It's got a little bit of everything. Talk to me about that one.
Havana bowls, rice and beans, like the sweet plantains, obviously, because it gives it that sweetness, but same thing. The pico, because I felt we were in San Antonio, and for some reason just kind of felt right. The white rice, the black beans, and the braised beef is brisket. Brisket worked out.
Cuban sandwich. I've had this Cuban sandwich. It is an amazing Cuban sandwich. What makes yours different than other places?
Maybe the marinade on the pork is sour oranges, oregano, you know, cumin. We braise it for about 18 hours. We make our pickles in-house. I think the bread is actually very special also on there.
Cheers to you. That's the bite. Ooh, give me a little round. Bam. Man, you transported me. Talk to me about this one, the name and what's inside.
So this is our steak argentino. It's a New York strip that we cut just thin enough where it gets the right amount of coating of a little bit of panko, garlic. We fry it, nice and crunchy. You get the avocado, the chimney, and the provolone, the tomato for some freshness.
All right, that's the bite. You can just have a sandwich shop. I mean, everything in there. It's like the ultimate BLT. But right now, we're gonna go in the kitchen, and you're gonna make for us an item from start to finish. What are you gonna make?
I'm gonna make the barbacoa melt.
Let's go in the kitchen. Let's go make a sandwich, man. Bring my juice.
So first we use sourdough bread. Got a little whipped cream cheese, roasted jalapenos. Now we got a little provolone cheese, a little bit of butter.
Onto the flat top.
Bam, done. A little more butter. Our 8-hour braised barbacoa and Monterey Jack.
Oh, nice. All right, so how long do you let the toast form on the outside of that crust?
You let it toast, I would say, at least a minute and a half.
Okay, minute and a half.
Making the crust, or the costra, starts with a heavy layer of Monterey Jack cheese. Once the cheese melts on the griddle, the sandwich gets placed on top. After a few moments, they meld together, and the sandwich gets flipped to finish toasting. It gets served with a side of plantain chips, and I highly recommend the guava habanero salsa for the ultimate bite.
It's a Latin-influenced restaurant that's serving up all kinds of great bites. I mean, you have different kinds of things, Venezuela, Colombian, Cuban, a little bit of San Antonio in there too. But this one right here, this is very San Antonio. Yes, very San Antonio. Look at the cheese crust you formed on there.
So this is a roasted habanero and guava hot sauce.
Load me up. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
All right, this is where it's at. Wow, my lips are on fire. It's delicious. Give it some love, bro. Yo, this is an amazing spot. You will not be disappointed. This is amazing. Going for a rock too? Oh my God.
Now it's time for a taste of Texas with Shiner Bock beer. And today we're at Little Woodrow's in San Antonio. And check it out, they got pizzas that they're making over there at the restaurant, super gooey and delicious. This one right here, it's a little combination. They also got this burger, look at that bacon, got the egg on there. You know it's gooey, hash brown on the bottom with the bacon, come on. That's a good bite. Shiner, of course, bottles every Thursday. Got Throwback Thursdays. They got specials on Shiner outside. Gorgeous area. And this right here, they got a little swing over there, so you know how to go in the swing. I'm just a big child. That's all it is. You guys go check them out. Little Woodrow's. Scan the QR code for more information. This place is where it's at if you want to go grab some ice cold drinks and grab some great bites as well. Now, we're sharing a recipe for beer-battered sweet Texas onion rings. Recently, the Texas Eats team traveled out to Uvalde to Cargill Farms to learn all about the 1015 Texas sweet onion.
Joining us now is Steve Cargill. He is the owner out here at Cargill Farms. Thank you so much for having us out
You bet,
here.
David. Glad to have y'all out here.
It smells amazing out here if you love onions. And right behind us, we have a huge onion farm that's going on, and it's a gorgeous view right here on the edge of the hill country.
You're looking at about 60 acres of onions here. We're hoping about 65,000 packages come off this farm.
Wow.
They gave us a bunch of onions to take back, and now we're going to share an easy recipe that you can make at home.
Now we're going to show you how easy it is to use these Texas 1015 sweet onions to make beer battered onion rings. Super easy with the sauce on the side, and it's delicious. So to make your beer batter super simple, you want to just use flour, beer, 2 eggs, and you want to season it to your liking. You're looking for a pancake-like consistency. We also sliced up our onions, have them ready to go, and I have them soaking right now in buttermilk. That buttermilk has a lot of enzymes that's gonna help break these down, and it's gonna give them a really good, deep, rich flavor. In this bowl, I just have regular flour. Now, this is a part of the dredging process. We're gonna go from the buttermilk-soaked onions into the flour, into the beer batter, and into the fryer. We're just using 100% vegetable oil. You wanna make sure your oil is right at around 350 to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So there we go. So we're gonna go cover each one like this. Make sure you get a nice flour coating. Shake off the excess flour. And then you're gonna go straight into your beer batter. And that flour is also gonna help it stick to the outside as well. All right, so you wanna coat it just like this. Do as many as you want, and then it's time to fry them. All right, while these onions are finishing up in the fryer, we're gonna make a sauce for them into a bowl. Equal parts sour cream, equal parts mayonnaise. I'm using Duke's, great flavor. Fresh cracked black pepper, however you wanna say it, Worcestershire sauce. This is just horseradish right here. Grated horseradish in vinegar. Smoked paprika, equal parts mayo, equal parts sour cream, and whatever the half of that is, that's how much ketchup you wanna use. This is spicy ketchup. And yeah, it's a shout out to Whataburger as well, because you know they make good spicy ketchup. And then you just mix it up. You're looking for kind of a creamy red color here. Go check on our onions. These look beautiful. Look at the color on that now. Time to pull these bad boys out, let them drip. Just gonna set them right here. Great color on them, and they smell incredible. As soon as any fried item you have comes out of the oil, wanna make sure you cover them in salt, right? That salt's going to adhere to it, gives it a lot of great flavor. And then to finish it all off, beautiful parsley all over everything. And there you go. Beautiful golden color on the outside. The sauce is rocking. To get this full recipe, just go to our website, texaseatstv.com. And to learn more about the 1015 Texas Sweet Onion, just go to their website, tx1015.com. Now it's time for my favorite part. We're going to try these bad boys out. Beautiful. Look how thick that is. Nice golden color into the sauce. That's the bite. Oh yeah. I can't believe I made that. It's delicious.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we check out some delicious classic smash burgers in downtown San Antonio.
That's incredible, man. Woo!
And next on the show, we head to Castle Hills for Ukrainian pierogi, borscht, and European dumplings.
Well, I found my new favorite spot here in San Antonio. This is good food.
Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats is coming right back after the break. Now, we're headed to Castle Hills to check out European Dumplings, a restaurant that's serving up all kinds of Eastern European fare. Owner, Olga Virakilnik, moved to the United States from Ukraine in the 90s. Many of Olga's family and friends remain in Ukraine and have been severely impacted by the recent conflict.
I'm here since 1993, but all my family over there. And I brought my mom here, and we brought 6 more people. They lost their houses, they lost everything. I'm happy they're still alive.
Olga is now sharing her proud culinary culture with the Alamo City with dishes like borscht, dumplings, and pierogies.
In Ukraine, it's really important. Dumplings was like #1 dish. I remember my grandma, my mom, we used to make them, and I still make them myself. This is important for me. I love them. That's why I try to give it to people. They can try like little taste of Ukraine.
I'm familiar with pierogies, which is Polish, and they're like little dumplings with potatoes on the inside. But you said there is a very big difference between that style and what's happening in Ukraine. So talk to me about the difference between the two and the names for each one.
Пирожки, this is like too big. Empanada, I'm talking like Texas language now. This is Ukrainian пирожки, but this is Polish pierogi.
All right, so let's grab each one of these pyrashkis in the front. Cheers to you. Oh, wow.
I know.
I need like a dozen of these to go.
But you can eat that with borscht too, because usually people eat borscht with the bread. You can eat that with borscht too. I use a chicken, and this is like lots of veggies there: cabbage, pepper, jalapeno, carrots, onion, garlic.
Let's dunk it in there. That's the borscht. Oh, come on.
It's even better, right? Yeah,
That is
I know.
amazing. Well, I found my new favorite spot here in San Antonio. This is good food. All right, and you have something like a big item going on here in the front. What are these?
Okay, that's called чебуреки. Really popular, and I use organic chicken. I put the mozzarella, lots of spices. I love that too. I try to eat everyday one.
Oh my goodness. The flavor is incredible. These are dangerous. Olga, we're gonna go into the kitchen right now, and you're gonna make an item for us from start to finish. What are you gonna make?
I can make пирожки.
Oh, yes. All right, we're gonna make some more of those. All right, I'll take a bite of this one. Honey cake. Look at that. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. That is amazing. I'm so excited. Let's go in the kitchen and let's start cooking. You ready?
Okay, yes.
All right.
Olga's family's been making pierogi for generations, and today she's sharing her grandmother's recipe. She starts with the yeast dough rolled out to about 1 inch thick. The dough gets cut into circles and filled with a mixture of spiced potatoes. They then get pinched close and flattened into a boat-like shape. The dough rests for 20 minutes before being fried in grapeseed oil until it gets a golden brown exterior. They are then topped with a dollop of sour cream and a dash of hot sauce.
You have to come out here to European Dumplings here in the Castle Hills area in San Antonio. They have pierogi right here, made fresh. You also have pierogies and all different kinds of bites, sweets and savory. But we're gonna grab one of these. They just came out of the pan. We got sour cream, a little bit of sriracha on top. Cheers to you. Thank you so much for showing us a little bit of your culture and sharing your family with us today. Now we get to take a bite. Oh my goodness. Y'all need to come out here and try these. These are amazing.
Next on Texas Eats, we check out some delicious classic smash burgers in downtown San Antonio.
That's incredible, man. Woo!
Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats is coming right back after the break.
Mark, Jordan Ford has been serving the San Antonio community for so long, and I'd like to learn more.
All right, let's do it with a little trivia. What date did Jordan Ford open its doors?
June 17th, 1919 at 6:32 in the morning.
That's right. How does a customer buy from Jordan Ford from the comfort of their living room?
Oh, I know this one. Express shop. On the phone.
You're right. One last question.
Okay.
How many gallons does this truck take to go 100 miles? The answer is 0.
To get more information and to learn more about Jordan Ford, just go to their website, jordanford.com. Oh, okay.
Now, we're in downtown San Antonio checking out the last burger you'll ever need to try. Owner Mark Villarreal worked his way up the culinary ranks in Austin, eventually landing a great spot at Franklin's Barbecue. However, due to the COVID pandemic, Mark had a change of plans and started cooking up his own burgers.
And then it was not immediately a food truck because, there's no money. So you start literally just doing pop-ups with tents and taking backyard cookers and stuff. And so at the very beginning, it was literally just one burger that I was making.
Now, with more burgers and more experience, Mark finds himself anywhere but last place.
All right, so the OG burger right here with the red onion. Talk to me about what's going on with this one.
We're trying to figure out how to make a burger as flavorful as possible without very many components. Meat, cheese, bun, obviously you gotta have those three. And with the pickled red onions, it has some acidity, kind of gets both that flavor of pickles and the onions without it being such a raw onion, And then the Duke's mayonnaise, it's the best out there. It's more like an aioli.
And I love how compact this is. You got this thing
it's
right
a little
here.
3rd-pound burger, double meat, double cheese.
Look at that. That's what's up. Cheers to you.
Salud.
The OG, that's the bite. Wow. Wow. That bun is absolutely insane. And then the meat, you have a beautiful crust on the outside. You got those little crunchies, the little cheese puffs on the outside. Yep. I'm telling you what, I'd get like 2 or 3 of these bad boys though. I'll be putting them down.
A couple people do. Yeah.
Talk to me about the jalapeno burger.
It's pretty much exactly the OG burger, just with jalapenos versus red onions.
All right, so the essential elements of the same burger, you have like that vehicle works.
Yep.
You're kind of adding more to it. You're getting creative with it. So this is like, do you just call it the jalapeno burger?
That's all it's called, the jalapeno burger.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get too fancy with that.
I like it. All right, here you go. Cheers to you. That's a great job.
Everything that's pickled, we make in-house.
I mean, look at that. The edge there, the texture. That's chemical, science-y, voodoo magic right there, but it's just flavor, baby. It's good. Last, but not last place, we have the burger right here. Talk to me about what's going on.
So this is a burger we all grew up in our childhood. It's the McDonald's classic. Ketchup, mustard, a little bit of minced onions and house-made pickles. I just elevated the McDonald's burger we all grew up with. We just made it better.
Take that, McDonald's. Yeah, we got your burger and made it better. So what do you call it, though, on the menu?
The standard.
The
because
standard.
It's what everyone's chasing.
There we go. The standard, that's the bite. Oh, come on. Give us a foot. Bam. That's a double bam. That is so good. I like McDonald's the little double cheeseburgers. I'm not mad at them. If you really want to be a grown-up about it, you come out here and you get this one. You guys know how to build flavor, and you just put the right amount of ingredients that it's not overwhelming. It's an experience every bite. All right, fries on the side, because you can't have a great burger without some good fries. So talk to me about what y'all doing with these fries.
So they're just a standard cut fry, and so we do a little different seasoning. We're obviously not just doing salt. We're doing a special blend seasoning on them.
You guys, Last Place Burgers here in San Antonio. It's a food truck. They are parked at different places around town, so make sure you follow them on social media to see where they're going to be and when they're going to be operating. Thank you so much for your time. And I know you can't do this by yourself, so who's out here with you?
I got my 2 guys with me right now. I got Sam and Zach, and then I got a crew of about 4 more people that I'm using.
If you're looking for a really solid burger and a great brew, this is where you stop at right here. Thank you so much, man. I'm going to keep eating these burgers. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get a map and more information on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, TexasEatsTV.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock at night right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas Eats. Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break. Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State going to great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for a San Antonio restaurant serving massive 5-pound burritos.
Burritozilla, that's the one. 5 pounds, 18 inches.
Wow!
Plus, we take a trip to Dripping Springs for a smoked tomahawk steak.
Smoked so beautifully.
And Austin serves up the goods at a popular barbecue joint.
I mean, meat butter. Just melts in your mouth, super tender.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. Stop on today's show is at a new burrito joint off Fredericksburg Road in San Antonio.
Look how
Got it all.
big that is.
It's ridiculous.
That is huge.
Iguana's Burritozilla began serving up a massive 18-inch burrito in San Jose, California. Now, this family-owned business has brought their California-style Mexican food to the Lone Star State.
It just seemed like a great place, just not only for the business, just for the family as well. So we got the iguana nachos right here. It comes with our Angus carne asada. It's all hand trimmed. We marinate it for 24 hours and then we cook it on our flat top. It's got fresh guacamole, we got sour cream and jalapenos, and obviously nacho cheese. This one's gonna be the super carne asada that comes with our rice, pinto beans. You could get steak or chicken at our truck, and then sour cream, guac, and fresh salsa.
And then over here on the side, looks like you got a couple different tacos going on over there.
Yes, these are our street tacos, and that's just kind of your simple meat, tortilla, cilantro, and onions, and then you could squeeze some lime on there, put some of our Zilla sauce on there.
This guy up here
That's
is the reason
ridiculous.
for the season up here. This
Yeah.
is a Burritozilla, is that correct?
Burritozilla, that's the one. 5 pounds, 18 inches.
Wow.
Rice, beans, choice of meat, salsa, guac, sour cream.
Look how
Got it all.
big that is.
It's ridiculous.
That is huge.
This is our Zilla sauce right here. It's got kind of a sweet, smoky, spicy, kind of creamy taste at the end. It pairs really well with our food.
Oh, come on. This is fantastic. And you
Thank
do
you.
have a food truck right behind us, but you're actually
Yes.
building a brick and mortar right now, right?
Yeah, it's right behind the food truck. Still in progress. We got about 2 months to go.
All right, well, I gotta go inside the food truck then
Okay.
right now with you. And we're gonna make one of these items out here from start to finish. What are we gonna make?
Let's do this Burritozilla.
All right, let's
You guys
make a
are gonna like it.
Burritozilla. Here, cheers to you again.
Cheers. We're gonna start out with this 3 14-inch tortillas.
Look at that. That's bigger than a steering wheel.
I think what we're gonna do is a combination of steak and chicken that my brother just cooked up right now. Something special for you. Combo.
All right, so now we have the 3 tortillas over here, and they got a nice little golden color on them from the flat top.
Yep.
Now we're gonna build it out. So what's the
Yeah.
first thing you put down?
Okay, we're gonna start with a bunch of cheese. We use Monterey Jack. Okay, next up we got some pinto beans. We cook everything daily, and it's all fresh and done on the spot. Now we got our rice. Next we're gonna do the meat, and we're gonna start with some asada, and we're gonna do steak and chicken for you.
We got cheese, beans, rice, chicken, and beef.
Next we got the cold stuff. We're gonna do salsa, guac, and sour cream. So same thing, 3 scoops of each.
Tell me this.
Yes.
How do you roll this thing? Can you roll this thing?
I can't roll it. I'll tell you that.
Who rolls it?
Our head cook Ramiro does.
Dude, he just made that look so easy.
Right?
So Ramiro's that guy.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for having me out here. You guys, Iguanas is open right now. Their food truck is ready to serve you in San Antonio on Fredericksburg Road. Plus, their brick and mortar is getting built out this summer, so make sure you follow them on social media. This is the Burritozilla. It's big enough to cut into 3. Cheers to you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the bite, y'all.
Cheers.
Oh my God. The chicken, the cheese, the sour cream, the guac. It's so fresh. And it's a great bite. Man, that's good. Thank you, brother. Stop into Circle K to grab an exclusive wine that you can only find here. This is Sunshine Bliss, and it comes in a variety of options. Cabernet Sauvignon, they have the sweet peach wine, Moscato, and pink Moscato, and get 2 for $9. Plus, they have the boxes here, and that's 2 for $8. Pinot Grigio, and they also have the Chardonnay here.
Plus, when you're at Circle K, you can grab a Polar Pop, a Froster, or an iced coffee, 1 a day for only $9.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal.
Check that out. Here we go. We're gonna try a sip. Comes right off. Oh, that's nice. I mean, this right here, put it in the glass, put it on ice, it's gonna be fantastic. If you also need to cook with it, it's gonna be a great flavor that you can add to a dish as well. It's very nice.
Now, we're in Dripping Springs to check out an Oklahoma-style barbecue joint that's cranking out a variety of smoked pork cuts and one serious tomahawk steak. Husband and wife duo, Jamie Dickens and Marcus McNack, run the barbecue trailer. On most days, you can find them serving smoked meats and sides just outside the Deep Eddy Vodka Distillery.
My husband is our pitmaster. He's from Oklahoma, and he grew up with Oklahoma-style barbecue. The spice rubs and things that he's developed in time are from family history, from his father, and are a little bit different than what people find in typical Texas barbecue.
Pork ribs. You cannot go wrong with pork ribs. What do y'all do into those that make it different than other places?
We take things just a little bit more heat, a little bit more flavor than you would find in just salt, pepper, garlic.
All right, so I'm gonna take a bite of this one. You wanna take one with me?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my goodness. It's just a bold layer of flavor on the outside. I love the sauce.
That's our pork belly burnt ends. That's one of our most popular, first to sell out. Those are the epitome of spicy, sweet, fatty pork candy.
Okay, that's the inside, that's the bite.
Amazing.
I like the sweet on there, really plays nice with the fat. That is a really good bite. Right next to that, are those rib tips?
Those are rib tips.
Gotta have the rib tips.
It's the sweetest part of the pig.
Cheers, the rib tips. Oh.
We have our chopped brisket, which is typically used in sandwiches. We have our jalapeno sausage, again, because all of our pork has to be just a little spicy. And then our pulled pork, which also goes on our sandwiches, our bowls, our nachos. And then our brisket-style smoked turkey, which surprises people with how moist it is. So we have our country-style potato salad, which is a mustard-based potato salad, our smoked queso mac and cheese, and then our barbecue pit beans. And then the center, because this is Austin, Texas, and you just cannot bother to operate in a vodka distillery without a queso on the menu.
Thank you so much for showing us
so
everything
welcome.
that you have on the menu, but we're gonna go inside of the truck right now with your husband, and he's gonna cook up something for us from start to finish. What is he making?
He is making you our 3-pound tomahawk ribeye. Also come with smoked bone marrow and a side of duck fat butter.
Wow. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, let's go make a tomahawk. Oh, that's good.
Marcus, the pitmaster and owner, grew up around barbecue and live fire cooking.
I got into barbecue as a kid. My uncle ran a juke joint in the eastern part of Oklahoma. And to keep my little nosy rear end out of grown folks' business, he gave me a poker and said, hey, tend the fire. It gave me something to do. And it was just fun.
Now, Marcus is preparing for us a smoked tomahawk ribeye. Make sure to order these ribeyes at least 24 hours in advance. The 3-pound steak gets smoked for up to 4 hours until the internal temperature reaches 122 degrees. It then gets seared over open fire and basted with clarified butter and duck fat. The steak gets pulled from the fire and allowed to rest for 10 minutes before slicing and served with smoked bone marrow.
Thank you so much for having us out here. You guys, Crimson Creek Smokehouse up here in Dripping Springs. Amazing food, great people. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's the bite.
That is real good.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we check out the sandwiches at a popular deli and butcher shop in Dripping Springs.
That's a Reuben sandwich. Oh my goodness.
And next on the show, Austin stirs up the goods at a popular barbecue joint.
I mean, meat butter. Just melts in your mouth, super tender.
Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats is coming right back after the break. Now, we're headed out to the east side of Austin to visit a barbecue joint that's been slanging out smoked goods for more than a decade.
Kind of built the trailer myself and, was a home barbecue guy that decided to go professional.
Thomas Micklethwait began his barbecue journey by hosting backyard parties in 2012. Now, his Post Oak Smoke Barbecue and scratch-made sides have found a spot on everyone's list of must-try bites in Austin.
All right, so I'm gonna talk about the sides. We're gonna get some of the proteins here. The first one we gotta look at though, brisket. That's the king of barbecue here in Texas. So I wanna pull this one up and look at this, y'all. Full test, look at the way it folds, and this thing's already falling apart. Beautiful bark on the outside. And look, you just pull apart on it and it just falls right apart, holds up on its own weight. And this is just beautiful.
Yeah,
here,
never
cheers
have
to
too
you.
much of this.
That's the brisket. Oh, wow. Meat butter. Seasoned to perfection. Just melts in your mouth, super tender. Now, what kind of wood are y'all using to smoke with?
We use nothing but post oak.
Nothing but post oak.
Yep.
Talk to me about these ribs too. I mean, everything out here is just glistening.
Yep.
These things are just juicy.
Keep it simple on the ribs. It's just smoke, salt, rub. Classic
That's it,
cooking
yeah.
process, yeah.
Keep it simple. Don't mess it up. Just keep it the way it should be. All right, I'm gonna take a bite. That's the ribs. Woo! I was told the sausage is where it's at. You guys are making it from scratch. You're doing it yourself. So I want to dive in here with you. You want to grab a piece with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cheers to you. That's the bite. Those spices, that little hint of that Cajun kind of flair to it. Pork belly is just like a fat pop. It's that little bit of flavor explosion that happens when you take the bite. I could eat the whole thing. Talk to me about the side items over here, because you have some different highlights over here as well.
We got a beet salad with a kind of citrus dressing. We've got our chili beans. This is our most popular side. It's a jalapeno cheese grits. Got some mac and cheese, some potato salad, and some coleslaw.
The jalapeno cheddar grits, they look incredible. Cheers. So it has that little bit of spice. It's more of a flavor. It's not gonna burn you. That is super good. But before we finish eating all this barbecue, which I'm definitely gonna do, we're gonna go inside of the food trailer. You're gonna make an item for us from start to finish. What are you gonna make for us today?
We're gonna do a brisket sandwich today.
Nice!
Classic.
Oh man, classic brisket sandwich. I got it, here we go. Little palate cleanser. All right, let's go make a sandwich. We got our beers. Let's do it.
All right, first thing we do is cut the brisket in half.
Throw it on. What do you got there?
It's a special sauce we use for the sandwiches. It's a mustard-based sauce.
Oh, wonderful. Look how easy, you made that look easy though. You know what I mean? Because it's a craft that went into making the brisket that really helps it stand out. Nickelway Barbecue in Austin. There's a reason why it's been open for 10 years. It's just classic traditional Texas barbecue, but just done on an elevated level. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I gotta take a bite of this sandwich. That's the bite. Give me an elbow. This is spectacular. Jump in your car right now. This is what you need. Oh my gosh.
Next on Texas Eats, we check out the sandwiches at a popular deli and butcher shop in Dripping Springs.
That's a Reuben sandwich. Oh my goodness.
Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats is coming right back after the break. Now it's time for a taste of Texas with Shiner Bock Beer. And today, we're at the Bombay Bicycle Club in San Antonio. They offer salads, burgers, chicken fried steak, loaded tots, and they also have, look at that, Shiner Draft right there. All different kinds. They got seasonal and Shiner Bock, plus they're known for their chili, and they also have double burgers that are just out of control. The inside is super chill, great spot to hang out, plus they got billiards on the inside, and they got happy hour specials, plus, you know, they just rocking it with all the different food items out there. Look at that lava cake. They got the nachos out there. Happy hour specials, $3.25 for Shiner. Plus, they got a special on burgers every Wednesday. Now, we're in Dripping Springs to check out an authentic East Coast deli and butcher shop. Husband and wife owners Eric and Christian Turcotte moved to Texas from the East Coast in 2018.
My husband and I are from the Boston area, so when we moved out here, we were looking for delis, and we've always wanted to own a restaurant / bar area, so we kind of put everything together and made one idea out of it.
What are some of the elements that you brought from Boston that you can have here?
Definitely, I would say like our cheesesteaks, because that is something that if you do see one out here, they're not traditional from like an East Coast
Shots
style.
fired. Rashad, yeah.
So that and the Reuben here, that one is, I would say, an East Coast one as well.
Right in the front, talk to me about what's going on.
That one is my Rachel. My husband used to make that in Milford, New Hampshire. So it's coleslaw, Russian dressing, Swiss cheese, turkey, and pastrami on grilled sourdough.
What about this one right here?
That's a Californian. I recommend that to anybody that's looking for something lighter. That one is pesto mayonnaise, turkey, bacon, sprouts, and tomato. That is an Italian. It's kind of like a classic. That one is provolone cheese, mortadella, salami, pepperoni, and capicola, so like a spicy ham, if you will. And then it has like a nice salad that we like to make up and chop of lettuce, banana peppers, tomatoes, onions, and pickles.
Oh, come
and then
on.
we toss it in a deli dressing and then put it on top.
I'm gonna have to go for a bite of this guy right here.
It's amazing.
Chef's kiss.
This is our steak bombs. This one is our shaved steak, American cheese that has ham, pepperoni, and salami added to it, so it's got extra meats added.
Yes.
And then sauteed mushrooms, peppers, and onions.
Oh, come on.
So it's like all the things in the world.
There we go. The steak bomb, that's the bite. Oh, love.
Thanks.
That is insane. Now this one right here, the Reuben, I would like to go in the back, in the kitchen, and I'd like to see one of these get made from start to finish so I can take a bite hot off that flat top.
Absolutely.
Can we do that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Joining us now is Eric Turcotte. He is the other owner out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us in the back here in the kitchen. And now you're going to be showing us how to make the Reuben sandwich from start to finish, Eric. What's the first thing you do?
Just grab some butter and a couple slices of rye bread.
Oh, look at that. And that's beautiful bread that you have right here. Locally sourced, right?
Yes, locally sourced from Kyle. Just want to get that nice and crispy so it doesn't fall apart on you when you're eating it.
What are you adding right here on top?
Our Swiss cheese. Got a bunch of corned beef here. Just gonna lay that on the grill, get that hot. And you got your sauerkraut.
What do you got right there?
Homemade Russian dressing. Okay, I think we are ready to build here.
Eric, thank you so much for showing us how you make your Reuben sandwich out here. You guys, Turcotte Butchers and Delicatessen here in Dripping Springs. They're making everything from scratch, making it fresh, slicing it to order for you out here from behind the deli area. And when you walk in, you can just smell all that goodness. Plus, right now we're behind the bar. So grab yourself a drink, sit at the bar, belly up, and get a good sandwich just like this. This thing's ripping. It's still hot, but we're gonna go for it.
Let's do it.
I think it's ready to go. The Reuben sandwich. Look how beautiful that is. Cheers to you, sir.
Yeah, salad.
That's the bite. Oh, wow. Give us an elbow. Bam!
That's delicious.
That's a Reuben sandwich.
You got a little something in the mouth there.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information and a map on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, texaseatstv.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock at night right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas Eats. Join me every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning right here on KSAT 12 as we travel all across the Lone Star State going to great restaurants you won't want to miss. I am also a wine thief. How you doing, ma'am? How you doing today?
Hottest pepper in the world.
Woo! That's the bite. Mark, I trust your Jordan Ford brand as I travel and eat my way all across the Lone Star State.
With your great menus and Jordan Ford's menu pricing, what a combo.
Absolutely. In fact, talking about menus, let's go try some right now.
Let's go do it.